Learn Gujarati through funny English sentences. So quiet, so sure, so complex with
धीमे,
and.
कड़क,
Welcome to the Tiny Drama Club. You are about to learn Gujarati with a mini comedy of whispers, stubborn opinions, impossible problems, superhero reflexes, and terrifyingly strict rules. Yes, this is basically language learning plus a very chaotic office meeting. Today you will practice 5 useful English to Gujarati sentences. First, he spoke so quietly that one could hardly understand him.
તે એટલો ધીમે બોલ્યો કે તેને સમજવો મુશ્કેલ હતો.
Second, she was so convinced that she did not give in.
તે એટલી ખાતરીમાં હતી કે તેણે ચૂક્યું નહીં.
Third, the problem is so complex that it takes time.
સમસ્યા એટલી જટિલ છે કે તેમાં સમય લાગે છે.
Fourth, he reacted so quickly that everyone was surprised.
તે એટલો જલ્દી પ્રતિક્રિયા આપી કે બધા આશ્ચર્યચકિત થઈ ગયા.
Fifth, the rules are so strict that there are hardly any exceptions.
નિયમો એટલા કડક છે કે બહુ ઓછા અપવાદો છે.
The whisper that defeated the microphone. Let's start softly. So softly, in fact, that even the microphone is offended. Imagine a meeting room. One person stands up, clears his throat, and delivers a very important idea with the energy of a sleepy mosquito. In Gujarati, you say,
તે એટલો ધીમે બોલ્યો કે તેને સમજવો મુશ્કેલ હતો.
Key word.
ધીમે,
Means quietly or softly in this context. Another key part is
સમજવો મુશ્કેલ,
meaning difficult to understand. Try this shorter warning. Please do not speak so quietly.
કૃપા કરીને એટલું ધીમે ન બોલો.
Funny memory tip. He spoke so softly that even the office plant leaned in and said, "Sorry, subtitles please." Repeat the full sentence once more.
તે એટલો ધીમે બોલ્યો કે તેને સમજવો મુશ્કેલ હતો.
The Queen of Nope. Now meet a woman so convinced that even a marching band could not change her mind. The sentence is, she was so convinced that she did not give in. In Gujarati.
તે એટલી ખાતરીમાં હતી કે તેણે ચૂક્યું નહીં.
Listen for the strong words.
ખાતરી,
Means certainty or conviction.
ઝૂક્યું નહીં.
Means did not give in or did not bend. Picture a debate. 10 people say, "Come on, just agree." She says nothing dramatic. She simply stands there with the face of someone who has already read the group chat and regrets everything. Result.
તે એટલી ખાતરીમાં હતી કે તેણે ચૂક્યું નહીં.
Mini contrast. If someone gives in, they bend under pressure. If they do not give in this sentence, they
ઝૂક્યું નહીં.
The problem with 17 cables and no manual. You know this one. You open something, look inside, and immediately respect the power of confusion. The problem is so complex that it takes time. In Gujarati.
સમસ્યા એટલી જટિલ છે કે તેમાં સમય લાગે છે.
Important words.
સમસ્યા,
Means problem.
જટિલ,
Means complex.
સમય લાગે છે.
Means it takes time. Imagine you promise, "I'll fix it in 5 minutes." Then you see a maze of wires, 3 passwords, 1 blinking light, and a note that says, "Good luck." Suddenly you become very wise and say,
સમસ્યા એટલી જટિલ છે કે તેમાં સમય લાગે છે.
This is a great sentence for work, study, technology, and life in general. Honestly, it also describes assembling furniture. Lightning reflexes and flying plates. Time for action. Something falls, someone moves, and everybody suddenly becomes an audience. He reacted so quickly that everyone was surprised. In Gujarati.
તે એટલો જલ્દી પ્રતિક્રિયા આપી કે બધા આશ્ચર્યચકિત થઈ ગયા.
Break it down.
જલ્દી,
Means quickly.
પ્રતિક્રિયા આપી.
Means reacted.
બધા આશ્ચર્યચકિત થઈ ગયા.
Means everyone was surprised. Scene. A glass slips from the table. Before gravity can celebrate, he catches it. The room freezes. One auntie drops a biscuit in shock. Gujarati time.
તે એટલો જલ્દી પ્રતિક્રિયા આપી કે બધા આશ્ચર્યચકિત થઈ ગયા.
Use this sentence when someone responds fast in conversation, in danger, or in a dramatic snack-saving emergency. The kingdom of strict rules. And now we arrive at that magical place where every form has a form, and exceptions are basically mythical creatures. The rules are so strict that there are hardly any exceptions. In Gujarati.
નિયમો એટલા કડક છે કે બહુ ઓછા અપવાદો છે.
Vocabulary check.
નિયમો
Means rules.
કડક,
Means strict.
અપવાદો
Means exceptions.
બહુ ઓછા.
Means very few or hardly any. Imagine a school where being 30 seconds late requires 3 signatures, a poem of apology, and maybe a small historical essay. There, you can say,
નિયમો એટલા કડક છે કે બહુ ઓછા અપવાદો છે.
this sentence is useful for schools, offices, institutions, and that one gym where the towel policy feels like international law. Quick drill, brave learner. Let's do a fast review. You listen in English and mentally answer in Gujarati before the line appears. He spoke so quietly that one could hardly understand him.
તે એટલો ધીમે બોલ્યો કે તેને સમજવો મુશ્કેલ હતો.
She was so convinced that she did not give in.
તે એટલી ખાતરીમાં હતી કે તેણે ચૂક્યું નહીં.
The problem is so complex that it takes time.
સમસ્યા એટલી જટિલ છે કે તેમાં સમય લાગે છે.
He reacted so quickly that everyone was surprised.
તે એટલો જલ્દી પ્રતિક્રિયા આપી કે બધા આશ્ચર્યચકિત થઈ ગયા.
The rules are so strict that there are hardly any exceptions.
નિયમો એટલા કડક છે કે બહુ ઓછા અપવાદો છે.
Mini story of maximum chaos. Now let's put all 5 sentences into one ridiculous little story so your memory can throw a party. At the world's most stressful meeting, one man begins the presentation, but
તે એટલો ધીમે બોલ્યો કે તેને સમજવો મુશ્કેલ હતો.
a colleague disagrees with the manager and
તે એટલી ખાતરીમાં હતી કે તેણે ચૂક્યું નહીં.
meanwhile, the project is falling apart because
સમસ્યા એટલી જટિલ છે કે તેમાં સમય લાગે છે.
then a laptop slides off the table, but the intern saves it like an action hero.
તે એટલો જલ્દી પ્રતિક્રિયા આપી કે બધા આશ્ચર્યચકિત થઈ ગયા.
Finally, everyone asks for flexible deadlines, but human resources smiles politely and says,
નિયમો એટલા કડક છે કે બહુ ઓછા અપવાદો છે.
and that, dear learner, is how vocabulary becomes cinema. Wrap up and keep going. You did great. You survived whispers, certainty, complexity, speed, and bureaucracy. Thank you for learning with me today. Repeat these Gujarati lines out loud, shadow them slowly, and come back tomorrow for another round. The more you practice, the more natural they will feel.
ધીમે, ખાતરી, જટિલ, જલ્દી,
And
કડક.
keep practicing, keep smiling, and do not worry if learning feels complex sometimes. Even language growth can be slow, but it works.